Have you ever wondered what are the ingredients to make a great shot blocking big man?
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Oh, did y'all hear that? I must be going crazy. Well, in this video, I'll break it down and give you an inside look into the mechanics of the best shot blocker in college basketball last season. Who was that? Well, that was weird. All right, hi everyone, it's Roy Hibbert and welcome to my channel. Over the course of my basketball career, I've studied countless hours of film to try to understand what makes elite players stand out. Well, today we're going to dive deep into Jamarion Sharp, the leading shot blocker in consecutive NCAA seasons. We'll take an in-depth look at his shot blocking technique, and from there, I'll give you all some tips so you can improve your own shot blocking ability. And maybe a tip or two for you guards to be able to score on those pesky centers. All right, let's dive in. When Jamarion is involved in the ball screen action, he racks up a ton of blocks. Whether it's shutting down guards, driving to the rim, or big man attempting to roll behind for a pocket pass finish. Two ingredients stand out. First, he possesses exceptional court positioning, always keeping himself between the ball handler and the basket. By cutting off angles and forcing guards into uncomfortable shots, he disrupts their rhythm, making them take shots they don't normally take or even practice. To make this video, I watched all 131 of Jamarion's block shots this past season, and a majority of them came as a result of guards coming off that 1-5 pick and roll action, usually attacking downhill with their left hand. And guess what? Jamarion was swatting that thing probably 9 times out of 10. So I want to give you guys this tip here that I mentioned earlier. Young guards out there, go on YouTube and search Rajon Rondo shot fake. You'll find a wide range of fakes that he used in this very same action. That guy kept people guessing every time. He was embarrassing folks. So I had to be on my toes at all times. As a player, I used to watch a ton of film, not only on the centers I was guarding that night, but also the guards. I want to study their tendencies, their layup packages around the rim. Another noteworthy aspect of his defensive prowess is that he always keeps his hands high in these pick and roll actions, ready to make that defensive impact. Never going to see him put his hands on a guard's body, which means he isn't going to be tempting the refs to... All right. I hear you folks out there. You're all saying, but Roy, he's 7 inches tall, 235 pounds with a 7'7" wingspan. Of course he's gonna be blocking shots left and right. But let me tell you this, not all 7-footers are created equal. Take a look at Zach Edey, standing 7 feet 4 inches tall, weighing 305 pounds, with a 7'6" wingspan. He averaged about 2.1 blocks and 1.2 blocks per game in the past 2 seasons. However, his workload is entirely different, averaging about 22.3 points per game and 12.9 or rounded up to 13 rebounds per game last year. But according to Fox Sports Advanced Stats, Edey's usage percentage is a whopping 33.1%, while Sharp's usage is at about 12.3 from last year. Edey gets way more touches and is involved in almost every play down the court. So there's always levels to this game, but they're both specialists in their own categories. And oh yeah, that Zach Edey video is coming real soon, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop of any videos or content. But the next area where Jamarion gets a ton of blocks is in the post. In the post, he allows defenders to take the space. I do not condone this behavior for a young big man, but I guess you can get away with it if you're Jamarion. Other bigs are ducking him in almost to the point of they're in front of the rim. I don't like this, not one bit. Because the closer my opponent gets to the middle of the paint, there'll be more options he or she will have, because you know what? I'm vulnerable. I'm liable to bite on a pump fake or a pass fake or an up and under, putting myself at risk for a foul or an and one. But at this point, I have to know players' tendencies. Have you seen them do an up and under and be able to finish with the left? It's a very one-sided game of chicken at this point.
Welcome to the world's biggest game of chicken, boys. Shit!
I would prefer he push the opponent out further or draw a line in the sand and say to yourself,
You shall not pass!
I want some more of a fight, because the percentages go up the closer you are to the rim. But again, Jamarion does an excellent job of keeping his hands high and vertical and just swallowing up the ball either at the apex of the jump hook or as soon as it leaves the offensive player's hands. Again, he does this without fouling, but to give some sort of advice on scoring on a shot blocking big of his caliber in the post or one-on-one, I'd say two things. The first one is, throw some game speed pump fakes.
Nice pump fake and drive, even better recovery.
But then most importantly is to have a good change of speed on your move. Don't always attack going 100 miles an hour or just slow and steady. That doesn't always win the race. Lull them to sleep by dribbling one way, then spin baseline with speed and intent and power for your shot. And then also throw in like a game speed pump fake or a up and under at the end. You may see him go flying and you may get that easy bucket. Now the thing that most bigs don't have that Jamarion has is a good spidey sense. Like a good timing and anticipation. And that comes into play when the action is happening and he's on the weak. There may be an action going on that may draw his attention away for a split second, but he always has his knees bent in a low stance, ready for that gather step to react. The spidey sense are for those bang bang plays that you don't see coming and you have to make a move right away. Split second decision. But you also have to sprinkle in a little bit of fearlessness as well, because sometimes forwards are attacking the rim with bad intentions. And you know what? You're the last line of defense. For me, a switch would flip and my body would just take over and I'd move in for the block without me even having to tell it to. He also does a good job of roaming the paint, hunting for blocks. But this leads to another little slight issue that I have. I spent more time in the NBA than in college, so I tend to forget that there is no defensive 3 seconds in college. So it kind of throws me off that I can't tell if his head is on a swivel. Because from a young age, coaches pounded into your head, ball you man. You need to be able to keep sight of the ball handler and your man at all times. I suspect he's keeping his man in the corner of his eye. He's too good not to. That's not a big issue, right? That's just me nitpicking. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm being an old man, just, finding some small issues. But man, as a guard, it must be nice to have a big man that will erase all your mistakes at the rim. All right. Maybe you're not 7'5" with long ass arms and you could run like a gazelle for awesome chase down blocks or even block 2 shots in a matter of 3 seconds. But one thing that everyone has on the court is a chance to show effort. If you see a player about to shoot an open jump shot, either a 2 or a 3, give the same effort you see Mr. Sharp give here, contesting jump shots. I think size plays a role the closer you are around the basket, especially when it comes to offensive rebound putbacks. But with this sort of effort to contest jump shots, maybe you might surprise yourself and get an invite to the block party. Jamarion Sharp is one of the best shot blockers in the college game for a reason. He has all the attributes and ingredients needed to run it back as the blocks leader again. But man, stop letting people duck you in. I want to see you have a nice long professional career, so get that stuff out of your system now. His height, length, and fast switch muscles and spider sense make him a nightmare for opponents on defense. Jamarion is a total package and his skills are remarkable. If you can appreciate his impressive abilities, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more great content. And remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I already told you that Zach Edey video is coming out soon, all right? Hit that notification bell, you won't miss it.